Hi, welcome. I'm Joy, and this is Taurus Tarot, and we are doing a reading for Taurus for the month of May. Yeah, the month of May 2020 reading for Taurus. So we're asking Spirit what the month of May has in store for Taurus. What does the month of May have in store for Taurus? I feel like it's going to be a pretty productive month for you, Taurus. Feels like there's a lot of things coming up and coming to the surface that you are going to work through and kind of come to different terms about. Yeah. The deck is not shuffling very easily, and it's so funny. The Five of Wands. I was just saying the deck is not shuffling easily. But yeah, so okay, so let's see. So something's coming up for you in May that you are going to be processing and working through, and this is going to be really productive for you. This is going to be really important to get you moving in the direction that you want to go. And I'm really feeling that as in the direction of wanting to build. It's crazy. Yeah. So we have the Six of Swords, and this is definitely you working through some things and moving from a space where things were a bit turbulent for you, where maybe, relationships were difficult. I mean, of course, the new normal is definitely something that everybody has been working through. And so, but for you, I keep hearing relationships, and maybe there are some relationships that you had to relook at and reassess with everything new that's happening around you. You were asking yourself, does this relationship have what it takes to withstand the chaos? Yeah. And this is not just romantic relationships. This could be relationship with a parent, with a child, with a sibling, a friend. But definitely felt like you did experience some tricky things with relationships, but you're moving into a different space now, and either you've worked those things out, you discovered that, hey, yeah, going through this process of reassessing this relationship in this new time, I think we actually do have what it takes to move forward in a healthy and loving way. Yeah, so definitely working some things out for you, and being ready to move in a new direction. Yeah. But it did take that process. It did take that process of going within and really assessing, your thoughts, your actions. Life is so much about the story that we tell ourselves, right? Like, it's about the perspective that we take. So, you can walk by someone on the street who is, smiling at you, and you can take a million different perspectives and make up a million different stories about why that is. And it could be, something like, oh, maybe that guy just, heard his girlfriend say I love you for the first time, or maybe he just aced a test, or and that's why he's smiling. Or you could take a really negative perspective and say, like, oh, that guy just got away with something, that's why he's smiling, or something like that. You can come up with a million stories, and unless you're conscious of it, you're never going to have the opportunity to change that story. But that story is always going to be part of how you view the world. Yeah, so first of all, you need to be conscious of it, and this is you kind of going within and becoming more conscious of the stories that you tell yourself and the perspectives that you take, right? Do you want to, it was you asking yourself, do you want to be that person who meets a smiling man on the side of the road and smiles back and just takes it as it is? Or are you the person who is going to tell a story about how that smiling man just got away with something nasty and awful, and he's taking pleasure in it? I mean, you have to ask yourself, why would your thoughts take you there as opposed to some place that has a very different, more positive, loving based energy, right? And so that's what this is. This is you going in, this feeling that turmoil, wanting to move away from it, or feeling that disruption, that agitation, that rough water, wanting to move away from it, but really needing to go within, and examine your own thoughts and try to come up with an understanding of why you have those patterns of thought, why you think in those ways, and asking yourself, is there a different way to look at it? Is there a different way to see it? Is there a different perspective that I can take that doesn't make me feel angry inside or suspicious or any of those things? What perspective can I take that makes me feel good? Makes me feel good about who I am, and makes me feel good about who the world is around me, because they are one and the same. Everyone that we pass or come across in our lives are really just a reflection of our own selves, and that is a very, very important lesson to come to. And I think for some people it may come as an aha moment, and for other people it may come as a more gradual understanding of what oneness is. But in any case, you have to realize the oneness to make true progress, or to make not true progress, but to make substantial progress. So, it's really about like letting go of this conflict. I'm feeling this card right now at the Five of Wands as just like conflict, and letting go of the pettiness, almost even too, of the thoughts or the things that you hold on to that really do not serve your greater good. And so it really is a releasing of that, and then moving in a new direction to really build something new. This is building the new framework, right? Building the framework that allows you to see life from the lens of love, right? Love for yourself, love for others, love for nature, love for everything, because essentially it all is one. And so this is you building a new framework, and it takes very conscious work. It's very conscious work. It's very much of really examining within, really examining what were the experiences that led you to take that negative perspective. Did you see that man walking on the side of the road smiling as someone who was mischievous and naughty and trying to get away with something, because that's what your experience with men may have been? Is that why you are jumping to that framework, to that story, because your past experiences have led you there, and so now is the time to really ask the question, how how are those thoughts serving me? How are those thoughts serving my greater good? How are those thoughts and that framework, that way of thinking, leading me to a better place? And if it's not, then how can I really reprogram those thoughts and build a different framework that does serve my greatest good, that does allow me to view life through the lens of love, and then engage in life through that feeling of love. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful thing. I mean, and when better to do it than the month of May? Your birthday, or the Taurus season anyway, right? You could be an April baby too, but yeah, I mean that's a pretty exciting thing. So really moving away from some past conflict and pettiness, and moving into a more a deep awareness of self sort of state, and really examining existing frameworks to see how they do or do not serve you, and then building frameworks that do serve you, building frameworks that do allow you to come from a place of love, operate in a place of love, and be in a place of love. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So I'm excited, and obviously I'm a Taurus, so it sounds great to me. So that's your May reading for Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I'd also like to tell you that I've really been thinking about how I can contribute something, and these videos are partially that, but also I think on a more personal level, I want to be able to contribute to the collective and the greater good. And I know that this is a really difficult time for people right now, and so I would like to offer some free tarot readings, some individualized tarot readings. So if you are watching this video and you are interested in that, you can contact me at taurustours@gmail.com. So that's TAURUS Taurus Tours TOURS Tarot TARO at gmail.com. So just send me an email, and I'll get back to you, and we can try and set something up. Okay? All right. Aloha and namaste. Love you.